Really sorry about that, guys. I'm sure you wouldn't mind this. Okay, yes, with the actual slide, I am again Wasif Hussain, the creative director at CoLabs. And the reason why I'm here that I'm trying to imagine a new future for Pakistani design. And how am I doing that? Is that for this conference, I've written a concept paper. And with that concept paper, I've also come up with a design lexicon and proposing new terminologies in Urdu. I'll get to that part in a bit. This is my concept paper. For those of you who don't know, a concept paper is slightly different for a research paper. Research paper के अंदर आपको referencing, articulation, वो थोड़ी सी strong चाहिए होती है. But for a concept paper, industry specialists or experts can come up with the original concept as long as they are supporting it with a logical reasoning and need of statement. So I've tried to do that. And in a concept paper, you must be addressing the need for that concept or the rationalization or the logic for questioning the construct that you're addressing. For me, there are multiple reasons. Pakistani design ke andar, I think this would help us. So, Pakistani design के अंदर अगर हम देखें थोड़ी सी हिस्ट्री में हमें पीछे जाना पड़ेगा कि एक्चुअली डिज़ाइन कहाँ से आ रहा है. डिज़ाइन द टर्म एज वी यूज़ इट टुडे फर्स्ट इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन के बाद से यूज़ होना शुरू हुई. यू कैन सी ओवर हियर 1900s 1800 के बीच के अंदर डिज़ाइन टर्म इस कॉन्टेक्स्ट के अंदर यूज़ होना शुरू हुई. और पाकिस्तान के अंदर द फर्स्ट इंस्टीट्यूट विच वाज either catering to design or initially craft was Mayo School of Arts. Later on, after जब पाकिस्तान को आज़ादी मिली, इंडिपेंडेंस मिली, तो वो ही स्कूल जो है नेशनल कॉलेज ऑफ आर्ट्स बन गया. Then we also have Punjab University as well. Now we have Indus Valley, BNU, ComSets. All of these institutions, they are educating in design domains. But with this illustration or with this timeline in my concept paper, I was able to make some connections. Okay, whatever is happening in the West, we are just replicating or slightly lagging behind and doing it again in Pakistan here. So over here we can see arts and craft movement. जब England में होती है, तो 20-30 साल बाद we replicate that with Mayo School of Arts. So this is the connection that I've tried to make. Or similarly, West में जो चीज़ें होती जाती हैं, we try to replicate that. Modernism came, we try to respond to that with National College of Arts. Today we hear the term minimalism, contemporary design. So again, आप में से जो लोग डिज़ाइन की फील्ड में काम कर रहे होंगे, UI, UX, वेबसाइट डिज़ाइन, ग्राफिक डिज़ाइन, so they would be either following the minimalist approach, either going for contemporary design or the new UX की terminologies, which is good. I'm not saying that we should cut off ourselves from the rest of the world and we should not be participating what's happening globally. But the gap that I feel is in past 150 years, you see that we don't have an intellectual movement of our own. This is a country of 22 crore people. And we're just dependent on whatever is being imported from abroad, or in this context, English-speaking West. So I dare to imagine that things could be different. That's why I'm proposing a new terminology for Pakistani context. हम उर्दू में एक लफ्ज़ यूज़ करते हैं सना. तो I'm saying कि I'm proposing with my concept paper कि हम उर्दू में पाकिस्तान के अंदर सना का लफ्ज़ इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं डिज़ाइन के बजाय. Why? This is a long slide. I'll come back to it later. Yes. So why? Because it has that linguistic, cultural, local, regional connection. हम डिज़ाइन के practitioners I think 1 लाख होंगे, 2 लाख होंगे पाकिस्तान के अंदर. But rest of the society is not speaking that language. People like me who are trained in English-speaking institutions, वो कुछ अरसे के बाद प्रैक्टिस करने के बाद अपना रास्ता ढूंढ लेते हैं, अपनी जॉब्स ढूंढ लेते हैं, अपना डोमेन ढूंढ लेते हैं. बट इवेंचुअली जब मैंने जाके काम करवाना है मार्केट में, तो कारीगर अपनी जगह को अड्डा कहता है, और जिस इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट से जाके मैंने पैसे लेने हैं या जिस बिजनेसमैन के पास जाना है, वो अपनी जगह को कारखाना कहता है. सो मे बी द प्रॉब्लम इज़ नॉट विद दैम, it's like 90 or 95% of them. But maybe we need to talk to them in their own language. So, ये terminology जो है, I've been passively researching upon this for past 2-3 years. और as you can see, जो सना की जो term है, first it was used in 1657. So this is not a new concept. And then आप सबको शायद मशहूर पोइट ज़ौक़ का पता होगा. सो ज़ौक़ ने भी इस टर्म को यूज़ किया हुआ है 1857 के अंदर. सो अगर कोई लफ्ज़ ज़ौक़ इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं तो शायद हम भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. अच्छा, फिर डिज़ाइन के साथ देयर आर अदर वर्ड्स लाइक डिज़ाइन, डिज़ाइनर, डिज़ाइनिंग, डिज़ाइंड एंड डिज़ाइन एज अ डोमेन एज वेल. सो वो क्या होंगे? तो वो सना से ही निकलते हुए, सना जो उर्दू का लफ्ज़ है, सना और साने, बनाने वाला, क्रिएट करने वाला. Then sanai, designing to create something, and masnu. Of course, there needs to be a lot of debate. There still needs to be a lot of contextualization कि ये चीज़ें कैसे use होंगी. So masnu could be a product. Masnu is something that could be a visual, could be a software, could be a solution. But वो जिस साने ने बनाई है तो वो masnu आपकी किसी भी form में आ सकती है. And then lastly, सनत. सनत इज़ अ वर्ड जो शायद फ़ारसी में भी बहुत यूज़ होता है. ईरान के अंदर बहुत सारी चीज़ें अभी भी सनत की टर्मिनोलॉजी के साथ ही होती हैं जो कि क्रिएटिव या डिज़ाइन से ही कनेक्टेड हैं. सो बाय adopting something like this, we would be connecting ourselves to the region that we're actually in. I think सना अरबिक लैंग्वेज के अंदर प्रोडक्ट को भी कहते हैं, और साने भी शायद अरबिक लैंग्वेज के अंदर यूज़ होता है. सो ये सारी चीज़ जो है, अगेन हमें उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट से सबसे पहले ब्रेक अवे करने की वो अपॉर्चुनिटी दे सकती है. I'll come back. Okay, so when I was trying to develop this concept paper, so I felt सिर्फ 3-4 टर्म से बात नहीं बनेगी. There has to be some practicality to it. There has to be some sort of there are implications कि सिर्फ 3-4 टर्म से नहीं बनेगा. So what I tried to do कि I translated जो डिज़ाइन की टर्म्स हैं in a small booklet. This is I'm calling it Farhange Sana. Farhang is a small dictionary or a lexicon. So I went on to list as many as design terms that I could, and this is a 48-page small dictionary that I've come up with. And just to make it easier for the practitioner, easier for the academics, easier for the people who want to do design in a Pakistani or in a Urdu context, कि वो चीज़ें फिर यहाँ से हम वो कॉन्टेक्स्ट मिल सकते हैं. इसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो हैं I was lucky enough to trace out from our own collective literature or history, but there are some few terms which I am proposing, considering I have some experience, 10-12 years of experience in design. Okay, so from here, this is the first ever public appearance of this concept or this notion that I'm trying to build. From here, what I'll try to do is that with collective imagining, I'll try to improve this. I'll post this on my Instagram or LinkedIn, not for PR purposes, but for contextualization. Language is a shared tool. So as long as लोग उसको criticize नहीं करेंगे, लोग उस पर बात नहीं करेंगे, it would not develop. So maybe I can take help from LinkedIn or Instagram to get more terms to enhance this concept कि अच्छा उर्दू में अगर चीज़ build करनी है तो क्या क्या कमियाँ रह गई हैं और उन कमियों को कैसे पूरा कर सकते हैं. So वो dialogue would be the next thing. And yes, after this, I would be publicly promoting this small catalog or small booklet. And go public. I'm not sure how the society would respond. I, as a creator or as a thinker, I feel that we collectively can come up with some solutions like these, but society has to respond. वो हम कहते हैं ना एक हाथ से ताली नहीं बजती. तो अगर एक researcher या एक thinker solution के साथ अगर आएगा तो society also has to respond in a way that this idea propagates. One of that is financial. So I tried to do a campaign on GoFundMe, or I'll try to crowdsource this, ताकि in future the next version would be in 3 or 4 months, where definitions are missing in my book right now. So I'll try to define all of these terminologies that I have so far, and after collecting more from public and online platforms, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, it might end up in a book where it's more practical. Thank you so much.